The manager scrambled to regain control. "Sir, there must be some mistake. Maybe we can work something out." But the man cut him off. "The mistake was underestimating me." Just as the deal was about to close, he added one more twist. "I'm not here to run this place. Once it's mine, every single one of you will answer to a new manager, a black woman I'm appointing as the leader." The staff gasped, their expressions shifting from shock to regret. He had not only turned their insult into a triumph, but ensured they'd learn the importance of respect and equality. With the final signatures, the dealership's ownership changed hands, and the man walked out, leaving a legacy far greater than any car could symbolize. Continue from where the climax left off and write 140 words wrapping up the story. This part should provide a satisfying resolution, answer any remaining questions, and conclude subplots. Leave the audience with key takeaways or reflections, making the ending memorable and engaging. Naturally, include keywords to keep the SEO optimization strong. End the story now in natural way, also do not make any headings. Only write story in paragraphs. Also keep the wording simple and natural tone. Also make the script human-centric and don't give feel of AI generated. Also don't create violated content, which can affect YouTube policy. Imagine walking into a luxury car dealership, excited about a big purchase, only to be met with judgment and rejection. That's exactly what happened to one black man who had his dreams shattered when he was rudely thrown out by staff who doubted his worth. Humiliated but determined, he didn't let the insult stop him. Instead, he left, gathered his thoughts, and decided to take a bold step no one saw coming. What he did next not only stunned the dealership, but also sent a powerful message about dignity, resilience, and breaking stereotypes. This story isn't just about cars or wealth. It's about standing up for yourself in the face of prejudice. Stay tuned to see how this man turned an act of disrespect into a moment that shook everyone watching. You won't believe what happened next. The man had been saving for years, working tirelessly to turn his dream into reality. He wasn't just looking for a car. He was after a symbol of his success, a reward for the countless sacrifices he'd made. But as he walked into the dealership, wearing simple clothes and carrying quiet confidence, the staff barely acknowledged him. Instead of asking how they could help, they judged him instantly. One salesperson even sneered, making it clear they didn't think he belonged there. Despite his calm demeanor, their dismissive behavior pushed him to a breaking point. When he asked about a specific luxury car, their response was curt. "This isn't the place for window shoppers." Embarrassed but holding his head high, he left. What the staff didn't realize was they had underestimated the very person who would soon change everything. As he walked out of the dealership, frustration and disbelief clouded his mind. How could they judge him so quickly? Didn't they know hard work didn't always come with flashy appearances? But deep down, he wasn't surprised. This wasn't the first time he'd faced this kind of prejudice. It only fueled the fire within him. Back inside, the sales team laughed among themselves, thinking they'd brushed off another dreamer. One even joked about how they didn't have time to waste on people pretending to afford luxury. Little did they know, the man was no pretender. He had the means to buy any car on the lot, and more. Outside, he made a call. His voice was calm but firm. Whatever he was planning, it was clear he wasn't going to let this insult slide. Something big was about to happen. The man returned the next day, but this time he wasn't alone. A convoy of luxury vehicles pulled into the dealership parking lot, each car more expensive than the last. Employees peered through the windows, their curiosity turning into shock as the man stepped out of one of the sleek, high-end cars. He was no longer dressed in casual attire. His sharp suit and confident stride now matched the aura of the vehicles around him. Inside, the staff scrambled, their smug attitudes replaced with uneasy politeness. Whispers spread quickly. Who was he? Why was he here? The same salesperson who had dismissed him the day before approached hesitantly, their arrogance replaced with nervous energy. Without saying a word, the man gestured to his convoy. His presence demanded attention, and it was clear he wasn't just there to browse. Something unforgettable was about to unfold. Backslash. As the man stood there, his calm gaze sweeping across the showroom, the tension in the air was palpable. The dealership manager rushed over, his wide smile barely hiding his unease. "Welcome back, sir. How can we assist you today?" he asked, his tone overly polite. The staff exchanged glances, their earlier arrogance now replaced with silent panic. The man paused, letting the silence speak louder than words. Finally, he replied, "Yesterday, I was told this wasn't the place for someone like me." The manager stammered, trying to apologize, but the man raised his hand to stop him. He turned to the salesperson who had dismissed him and said, "You didn't think I belonged here. Let me show you just how wrong you were." He signaled toward his convoy, and suddenly the doors of each car opened. A team of associates, dressed in designer suits, stepped out carrying documents in briefcases. The room fell silent, everyone wondering what was about to happen. The man looked back at the manager and said, "I'm not here to buy a car. I'm here to buy the dealership." The room erupted in stunned silence. The staff who had spent the previous day mocking and dismissing him now stood frozen, unable to process what they had just heard. The manager's forced smile faded, replaced by a look of sheer disbelief. You're serious," he stammered. The man nodded, his calm demeanor unwavering. "Dead serious. My team has already reviewed the dealership's financials. The offer is ready." He glanced at his associates, who began laying out contracts on a nearby desk.